Cortes was a very interesting man. He discovered many places, from Veracruz to California. He started off with a few euros, then to be as wealthy as a king. Cortes was also a very unfair man, like how he turned his back on Diego. For his success, Cortes had to sacrifice leaving his home, facing hostile natives, and mutiny. He conquered many places, and in this essay it will tell you more about him. Hernan Cortes was born in 1485. Cortes grew up in a Spanish town named Medellin. He was born in a very poor but noble family. His dad taught him how to horseback ride. Cortes also studied about the law while he was young. Cortes knew he had to leave his homeland in order to be rich and famous. Cortes loved gold and craved for gold. He heard that the natives held a lot of gold, so much gold that their plates and utensils were made out of gold. Cortes knew that he could conquer the New World with his muskets and cannons. Cortes was very confident about going to the New World. Cortes and his crew did not travel for 3 months overseas in very rough conditions just for the fun of it. They did it for the wealth. Cortes was not a very rich man, but he was one of the most important people on the island of Cuba. Diego sent people to expeditions from Cuba to Mexico. In 1519, Cortes sailed to Veracruz. When Cortes sailed to Veracruz, he met some Native Americans. Cortes knew by the sight that the natives weren't happy. The natives thought Cortes and the horse were one being. With his blue eyes, the natives thought he was a god, because the Aztecs believed that their god had blue eyes and walked on 4 legs, almost like a centaur. The natives declared war against Cortes and his crew. There were nearly 200,000 natives and around 500 men, including Cortes. Cortes defeated the natives. At that time, Cortes was as wealthy as a king. Cortes' secret weapon was a dog trained to kill men. When the Aztecs saw these bloodthirsty dogs, they were terrified. They never saw dogs trained to attack men. Cortes' other secret weapon was the horse. He only brought around 12 of them, but on the battlefield, they helped a lot. He died having a disease called pleurisy, and this led to hard breathing. Whenever he took a breath, his lungs gave sharp pains around his body. Hernan Cortes took the name Hernando Cortes in 1521. Cortes was a very humble man, but he was also very determined on accomplishing his goals. For instance, he burned all of his ships and told his men there was no turning back for him. For that, he almost faced mutiny. Besides that, he was a great explorer. Cortes was a very interesting explorer.